Good afternoon, everybody. I guess you never thought I would still be doing more movie reviews. Okay, I guess you guys probably did knew that I will do more movie reviews. So I guess you saw the title and thumbnail of this video to know that I'll be taking a look at Buddy, which is this lovable gorilla here. Now, I'm guessing you guys probably never even heard of this movie before, or even knew it existed. And to be fair, I didn't know much about this movie either, until I started watching a few clips of it to be more familiar with the movie. And yes, if you couldn't tell by the DVD cover, as well as the VHS tape that I own, this is actually done by the Henson company. You know, the same one that created the Muppets, Sesame Street, and Fraggle Rock, for example. Yeah, that company. And I'm guessing they did the puppet effects for Buddy here. Now, you might be wondering what this movie is about. Regine Russo stars in eccentric socialite Trudy Lintz. Boy, what a name. Who adopts a baby gorilla into her already bustling animal menagerie, along with chimpanzees Maggie and Joe. Buddy gets into all kinds of hilarious monkey business and proceeds to drive everyone bananas. Well, based on what I've watched, it's not wrong. A delightful family adventure based on a remarkable true story featuring the amazing courtesy of the Jim Henson Creature Shop. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I actually find this to be a bit heartwarming. A lot of nice characters, an interesting story with a beginning, middle, and end. Lots of wacky monkey business happening in this movie. And I also didn't know that this was actually based on a true story that happened, like a century ago. So I'm guessing in a nutshell, she adopts... I guess in a nutshell, Trudy adopts this gorilla named Buddy into her own arms and welcomes him into her family while she's trying her best to raise the gorilla and realize it could be a little bit difficult as she thought. As well as the idea of raising a gorilla can be kind of dangerous. I guess Trudy had to figure that out the hard way. Yeah, I wouldn't blame her. I guess it shows how even if you try to take care of an animal, it's probably not gonna be that easy, despite the responsibilities. Yeah. And in fact, adopting Buddy the gorilla isn't the only one she owns. Because if you watch this movie, she owns a couple of dogs, horses, geese, and monkeys. Mainly Joe and Maggie. Boy, I was like, is she running a zoo or a farm? I mean, I never heard of anyone owning a gorilla, a couple of monkeys, dogs, geese, and horses as pets. I mean, as part of a family, or almost. Oh, I almost forgot. She also owns a cat and parrot too. I mean, dang, is she? It's like she's running her own zoo in her own home. Now, I'm not sure if the real Trudy actually owns a lot of animals in real life because, well, the back of the DVD here did say that it's actually based on a true story. Yeah, right here. A delightful family adventure based on a remarkable true story featuring amazing effects courtesy of the Jim Henson Creature Shop. So I guess it is actually based on a true story. I gotta admit, at times I actually feel bad for poor Buddy here. I mean, I guess he's just a little bit confused and just doesn't know any better. Especially in this one scene where he accidentally hears some African drums at a carnival, and let's just say he goes completely ape poop and scares off most of the customers at the carnival. In fact, even Trudy and the police had to try to find him before he accidentally causes more harm. I guess life isn't always that cracked up to be. I guess the old back of the DVD wasn't really lying about how this could actually drive anyone bananas. Now I know that I'm not sure that owning a gorilla in real life is illegal or not. So you might want to let me know if it's illegal or not to own a gorilla. Because, well, I'm not a gorilla expert or anything, as well as being an animal expert in general. But I honestly don't blame Trudy for at least trying to take care of Buddy, who started out feeling kind of sick as a little baby. I guess just like trying to take care of a dog, trying to take care of a gorilla is a big responsibility. And I do mean big responsibility, if you know what I'm talking about. I did laugh a few times when Maggie and Joe will often get themselves into their own wacky monkey business from time to time. Now, I was able to recognize some of the cast members, like Paul Rubin Place's museum curator. You might know him better as Pee Wee Herman from Pee Wee's Playhouse, or any other Pee Wee Herman movies, which I assume that's what he's mostly famous for. And I think that's also Alan Cummings. I know him from the live-action Josie and the Pussycats movie and Son of the Mask. And I don't know what other movies he was in before and after working on this movie, other than Josie and the Pussycats and Son of the Mask. Again, the Jim Henson Creature Shop really did a good job with the puppet effects on Buddy the Gorilla. Yeah, if you thought that Buddy the Gorilla was like, well, a real gorilla, guess again. It's actually an actor in a puppet suit of a gorilla. Now, I'm guessing in real life, trying to have a real gorilla in the movie would have been too difficult because a real gorilla would have trashed the movie set, and the filmmakers would have had to start all over again. I bet when most of you saw this movie for the first time, you probably thought it was a real gorilla, which I wouldn't blame you. So anyways, I honestly think this movie, Buddy, is a nice movie. And sure, maybe to you guys it's not like 100% perfect. Heck, you guys probably would have acknowledged that that owning a gorilla might not work out very well. Well, keep in mind, I did read the description of the movie, and it did say that it is actually based on a true story. So Yeah, it is based on a true story, so I'll give this movie 5 bananas out of 5, since that's how great this movie is. And yes, this was a new DVD that I got a couple of days ago, along with Wrath of the Titans. And so thank you guys so much for checking out this review of Buddy. And who knows? Maybe someday I'll check out the VHS tape as part of a second look, aka revisit edition review at some point. Who knows? But anyways, good luck and have a nice day.